will be able to lower prices through his tariff plan if he gets elected into office. He says that tariffs will help lower costs for everyday Americans on things like groceries and basic necessities and home goods. This is a clip of what his plan entails.
Pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act, meaning if China charges us a 100 or 200% tariff or tax, we will charge them a 200% tax.
On the surface, that sounds great, but China isn't the one that pays the tariff. We do. So how do tariffs work anyway? In this video, we're going to very briefly go over how tariffs work and why Trump's plan is pretty much doomed to fail from the beginning if he gets elected in 2024. Tariffs, in essence, are a sales tax that is paid by importers when goods arrive at a port. The increased tax is then likely passed down to the consumer, so the middlemen merchants can keep their profit margins. By placing a tariff on Chinese products, they will cost more for consumers to purchase. Trump thinks that a tariff will encourage Americans to buy American-made products and goods. And that might work in theory, but there's two problems. One problem is that we don't produce a lot of what we consume. So Americans will be forced to pay the higher prices or just simply won't be able to buy the product. If we don't produce it, we have to get it somewhere else. And this can be devastating for products that we absolutely need, like food, clothing, and other household goods that are just part of our everyday life. Trump also tried using tariffs in his first term, and there was a fear that China would retaliate with its own tariffs on the goods that we export to them. Despite assurances from Trump and his economic advisor, Peter Navarro, that China wouldn't retaliate, that's exactly what they did. This began the trade war that we heard nonstop about in 2019. This is the second problem with Trump's plan to repeat tariffs on Chinese imports. When he tried this in his first term, it crippled agriculture, particularly the farmers, and many of them went bankrupt, suicides arose, and their profits and livelihoods essentially were cut in half. These are just a few headlines from 2019 to 2020, and you can see that farmers needed to be bailed out at the price tag of $16 billion. U.S. farmers lost their fourth largest export market after China officially canceled all purchases of U.S. agricultural products, a retaliatory move following President Donald Trump's pledge to slap 10% tariffs on $300 billion of Chinese imports. China retaliates, and as expected, soybean sales plummet. And you can see in the graph, that's exactly what happened. The data shows that in 2017, we were exporting $18.9 billion worth of agricultural goods to China. Then by 2018, it's almost cut more than half to $8.7 billion.
Quote, reciprocal. They charge reciprocal.
And tariffs don't exactly work like that, Donald. So if Trump's economic plan didn't work the first time around, why would we give him a second chance to ruin the economy with the same plan? This plan is also part of Trump's Project 2025, a plan that will destroy the United States and the Constitution as we know it by making Trump a king. Scan the QR code for more information on stopping Project 2025 and learning more about how you can take action. And if you could like, subscribe, click the bell, and share this video maybe, I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.